What's good, YouTube? It is your boy, I'm Godly, and today I'm here at the Pops. He is back. Today we're gonna be doing the NBA start bench cut. This is pretty simple. You get three players. Some might be in their peak. For some folks, it might be their whole career. Some folks might be their MVP season, same as Pete. You gotta start one. You gotta bench one. You gotta cut one. It's gonna be a tough game. So the first one we got Luka, Kyrie Irving, and Damian Lillard. I gotta start Luka, man. Luka he's only like 22, I think. Older than that. He was playing in the league in Australia as a team, a professional league as a team, putting up MVP numbers in the pro league at a young age. He's definitely getting started. Now bench and cut Kyrie and Dame. That's gonna be tough. What you think? I don't know.
Well, I agree with you on Luka being a starter because he's putting up good numbers throughout his whole start of being in the NBA. I can't say how many years he's been in for certain, but he is a great player, a MVP type caliber type player. But as far as the cut and bench between Damian and
Kyrie,
I'm gonna have to get Kyrie the bench and cut Damian. And that's only because Kyrie in his career has at least been to the promised land and delivered in a couple of nice playoff games to help, Cleveland get one. And Damian can score without a problem. He is a scorer, but he has not taken Portland to the next level. I think in overall, Luka will take his team to the next level before Damian will.
And I think Dame choked in the playoffs too much. Like it was 2018. He sent PG to LA. Thank God, because we needed PG. After he sent PG home, I forgot who did make against in the next series, but he did horrible in that next series. Like he would have a good series. That's when the next series he'd do bad and they lose. Now he had a lot of competition in the playoffs over the years. Like he faced LeBron James last year. I mean, he faced Steph Curry in the playoffs too. So his playoffs history is tough. He ever had a superstar like Kyrie had a superstar. But I think in the playoffs, Damian be disappearing too many times. So I gotta cut that. I gotta cut Dame. So we both starting Luka, both benching Kyrie, and cutting Dame.
Whoa, we agree on one. Oh, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad, y'all. Here we go.
Next, we got Jimmy Butler, Zion Williamson, and Jason Tatum. But on a doubt, starting Tatum. That board is crazy. Now,
okay,
I'm believe it or not, I'm gonna have to cut Jimmy. He took his team to the finals last year, but this year, man, Jimmy. Let me see his numbers, because I swear Jimmy is not doing good at all this year.
He carried his team last year in the playoff game against the Lakers.
Absolutely,
but he just couldn't do it all. He just was not capable of carrying it or doing it all by himself. So
you're putting up like 47 points, I believe, in the finals. That boy was tired. So maybe he did wear himself out last season. Like he wasn't ready for this season. But so hold on, for 2021, 1.5 points per game. Now stats didn't really tell everything. Let me see his game logs.
I'll say this much. At this point in time, Jimmy Butler is like the old man. And I'm going to bring Tatum off the bench. You might be a lover of Tatum, but I'm a lover of Zion. Zion has been a beast since he came into the league, and he's only getting better every game. So overall, I would go with benching Jimmy and starting Zion and Tatum coming off the bench.
You said bench? You mean cutting Jimmy? Cause you said bench?
Yeah, cutting Jimmy.
Yeah,
and Tatum coming off the bench and starting Zion.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So. I think Zion and Tatum got more potential than Jimmy. Like Jimmy already got his potential out the way. Like Jimmy's at his peak.
I think he's already reached his peak.
Yeah, but Zion and Tatum, their peak is still coming. So sorry, Jimmy, you gotta get cut, man.
And I know I'm going off of last year's madness in the bubble, but he gave it his all, and he was just dog tired done in that last
What's
game.
that
He
picture?
could not carry his team anymore. So, yeah, and I'm not even going off of stats. I'm just going off of the dude had done all he could, you know.
Like this picture had me rolling. He was giving his all. Oh my god, feel bad for the man, but hey.
But I'm going with the youth in this one. I'm going to take Zion as a starter and Tatum off the bench, and Jimmy got to go.
So you think Tatum better? You think Zion better than Tatum?
Well, I don't think he's better, but he's not as consistent. I think if you look at their stats, which I'm not doing right now, if you look at their stats, I think Zion's stats are probably better when it comes to percentage than his.
Okay, so this season, Zion is shooting 61% from the field with 17 field goals attempted.
What kind of boards is he getting?
Boards per game, like offensive 2.5, defensive 2.7 offensive, 4.5 defensive boards, and 7.2 in total. So he
playing
averages
the same position, power forward. Yeah.
So he averages seven boards a game. How many points a game he average? What are points per game? My God, that's just how using this website more often. 27 points per game. That's great. Okay, I'm playing GTA. Y'all ignore that. So 27 points per game this season.
All right, so let's check Tatum.
I know there's a way like you can compare players on here. I gotta find it. I should just before I start this video. Like there's a way you can compare. I know there's a button here that say compare. Oh well. Alright, Jason. That's why his name wrong. Jason. Oh, I forgot the Y. Okay, so 2021.
He's averaging about 26 points a game, I think.
Yeah, 26.5. His field goal percentage is way worse.
What does his boards look like?
Board 7.4. So they got
because he's a small forward. Oh, he's a small forward compared to Zion being a power forward. Okay.
I'm gonna look at games played because that's kind of important too. So games played, Zion played 61, averaging 17 shots per game. Now look, scoreboards don't stats don't tell you everything you need to know. But for this case, it kind of does. While he played two less games. He taking making 9 shots a game like by taking 20. He making 9 field goals by taking 20 field goals a game.
He's hot and cold. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah,
that's why I said I bring him off the bench. I think he's a good player. I think he's going. Who was the other player that we were talking about?
Jimmy Butler.
I think Jimmy is just an old school player who's now phasing out, and Tatum would be a good come off the bench player with Zion being the starter.
But to be fair, Jason Tatum is taking more threes, and threes can definitely
Oh, true.
Yeah, okay.
Zion's game is down low. He's playing just like a power forward supposed to play. He's coming hard to the basket, dunking. Most his field goal percentage is probably so high because that's what he does a lot of, dunking. you know.
Nobody can really stop him. So Charles Barkley Jr. is pretty much. I find a way to compare them. Where'd it go? Okay.
Player comparison.
Maybe I can't do this year. Maybe I gotta do career wise, so I can compare their careers. Even though just hadn't been in the league longer, do the right player right here. I don't want to take up too much time. All right. So per game, that's a big game difference. You're not gonna do this.
Yeah, it's 284 to 85.
That's 100, like 101 more games.
Yeah, Zion is not. He's still a baby in the league, you know, and as a baby, he has done nothing but improve his game. I would love to see him drop a little bit more weight, you know, but he has improved his game, and I think eventually his outside shooting will get better too. I don't expect him to become a 3-point shooter, but I think he will be a better 20 feet and 15-foot type shooter than having to come to the basket all the time, you know. And that's what I like about him, you know.
Yep. So next we got AI, Chris Paul, and Russell Westbrook all at their peak.
Nope, I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Russell Westbrook, I love you, bruh. You are a triple-double machine, you know. But for my excitement purposes, I'm taking AI as a starter, and I'm going to take Westbrook as my off the bench man. And Chris, you've had your time, you're fun, you're a good player, but I'm past you now. You know,
Okay,
you're on to about your third or fourth team. You know, and I don't blame it to be your fault. You know, but it's just not happening for you.
Okay, so take excitement out of this based off of all skills.
All skills, I think. Let me go like this then. If I had to go, Allen Iverson wasn't in the picture,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to look at Westbrook and Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably take Paul because I feel like Westbrook plays a lot out of control.
Yeah, because you got a better chance of winning with Chris Paul.
I think he plays out of control sometimes, but it's an exciting type of play. But when he's out of control, he's out of control. He has his great games, his bad games, you know. But honestly, I like AI, you know. He had an answer for everybody, you know. Come on, AI put the on Michael Jordan, on the MJ. He made MJ look stupid. Come on, man. Then stepped over Tyronn Lue. I'm sorry,
that's like
you
a
in my
top
way.
5 disrespectful play
go.
NBA.
You know,
top 5.
Yeah, but I'm not going to take anything away from Chris Paul. Chris Paul is, again, unfortunately, he would be in the same boat to me like Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Paul, excellent player. You know, now it's time for you to move on to your new career bowling because I hear you're a great bowler. You know, I ain't got no problem with that. You know, don't get mad at me. I'm just saying I would buy your jersey if I had to, and I would root for you in every way. But right now, AI is my starter, and Westbrook is my off-the-bench player. And if I have to cut somebody, see you later, Chris.
I'm sorry. I gotta go with AI, bench Westbrook. Bench Chris Paul, cut Westbrook. Because if I'm trying to win, Chris Paul's the guy. Like, it took Warriors to a 7-game series. I'm pretty sure Chris Paul was in that game on Game 7. I think he got hurt, in Game 7. I think they would have won that game. But with Westbrook, like if you like when Westbrook replaced Chris Paul, they didn't make it that far in the playoffs. But with James Harden and Chris Paul, they made it that far. So I gotta go with Chris Paul, man. Because Chris Paul is a winner. Westbrook, even though like I saw this on Twitter, he would go to triple-double. He has a winning record, but I think you get too much about stats than winning. If that makes sense. Like he's great.
I don't even know if he really cares about the stats thing because you know since he's been with the Wizards, he hasn't always been one of the top scorers. Bradley Beal's still one of the top scorers for the Wizards, but on them days when Bradley Beal's not there, Westbrook has shown up and shown out, and I don't think it's because he's trying to pad his stats. I think it's because he wants to win. You know, unfortunately, he should have won in Oklahoma with KD.
Yeah,
but it did not. It did not happen. You know, the big three back then, Harding, him, and KD should have had a championship, and it did not happen, and it dissolved, and it is what it is. And I think he's going to be chasing a championship for a long time to come. Just like Chris Paul has been, you know. Allen Iverson had a chance to get there to one of the finals.
I thought he made it against finals to play against
the Lakers. Against the Lakers, yeah, you know, but they did not win. Yeah. You know, so
next we got Westbrook again, but this is in an MVP form. So Westbrook, Derrick Rose, and KD.
So you know KD's my
starter without a doubt.
Without a doubt, KD's my starter. You know, I'm gonna give Westbrook off the bench. You know, again, and unfortunately, Rose, he had a wonderful season when he came into Chicago as a rookie and put up wonderful numbers. Got, I think, MVP that year or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 2010 he won MVP.
He got MVP one year, and then he had those injuries. And after those injuries, he's shown flashes of himself. Unfortunately, his career just with them injuries put him
went down
to the cut for me, you know. Without a doubt, KD would be the starter because he's the better shooter of anybody on those three.
Yeah.
You know, his defense might not be top notch, but I'm gonna give it to him for putting up the points. In a final minute shot, who we giving the ball to?
KD.
Him? Who we giving the ball to? KD, Westbrook, or
Rose? KD.
Okay. Hey.
Well, I mean, if you need 3, KD, but if you need 2 to win, That's a different story because D Rose
Because both of them can go to the hole.
hole.
Yeah, they can. But
D Rose.
But see, at that same time, if you need that 3 to win, they can both go to the hole with the potential of getting 2 plus a foul and 1. So, but if I'm just looking for a pure win off a 3-point shot, KD. You know,
I'm gonna be real. I would trust KD. I would trust KD with the 3-point shot more than D Rose and Russell getting the M1 hitting the free throw. Like they good free throw shooters, but KD with the 3, crazy.
That's one I don't feel like we have to stay on and fight over or really have a big discussion. We already agree KD will be the starter.
KD will be it's a KD. That's like KD number 1 starter. That's when like Russ like number 10 on the bench, and that's when D Rose cut.
Yes,
it's a big gap. That's when we got this all their peak. Kevin Garnett, Dwight Howard, and AD in 2021 season. Even though this was posted in 2020, we gonna say 2021.
2021 season.
So actually, no, we gonna go with 2020 season when they won the finals.
I mean, either way, I'm getting ready to put Howard on the bench. I'm not on the bench. I'm getting ready to cut Howard. Period. You know, Howard came into the league as a defensive threat. That's what he is. He's a blocker. He was not a super scorer. He has not, and I mean, other than his 1 or 2 years in Orlando where he had great numbers, you know, he hasn't been much of anything but a role player from that point on. AD came into the league, the unibrow, bombing them all out. You know, he was down there in Pelicans like, come on, I need a championship, you know. All right, look, and the sad part is he left just before they got Zion, you know, and I think there would have been some stuff.
I mean, I don't think they ever got Zion if he was in there.
Did they play different positions?
They both play power forward. Small forward.
Okay.
Well,
power forward center. Garnett came into the league straight out of high school, and he beasted from the time he came in to the time he left. I mean, he played hard for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He went to the Celtics and won a couple of championships with the Celtics. Yeah. You know, and it took that having to leave Minnesota to get the nucleus that he needed. But even when he left, he still played with that heart and that power.
Well, yeah, it's still the picture of Garnett in the Timberwolves jersey. So I think that at his peak was with Timberwolves. Now I don't really know much about. I didn't watch basketball back then.
At his peak, with Timberwolves, he was probably the best player on the team. He was the best player on the team for all the years that he was there.
Who else was on the team with him?
I can't. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't remember nobody else talking about them talking about nobody else but what Kevin Garnett was going to do. Mm-hmm. Kevin Garnett. And unfortunately, he just couldn't do it by himself. He didn't get that surrounding help that he needed. When he got to the Celtics, he did blow up and get whatever. But, you know, Orlando's Howard, good player, excellent defender, you know, could dunk the ball with no problem, could block the ball with no problem. But like I said, if they talking about peak, I'm still going to go with Garnett over him. And I'm going to go with AD over
Garnett. Dwight.
Over Dwight, too. So as a starter, I would probably go with AD. And I would bring Garnett off the bench and cut Howard.
So I'm gonna leave Garnett out of this. I didn't really watch Garnett back in the day. I don't think I started watching basketball until maybe 2014. I used to make up all the time. Watch sports in the top 10 plays. That's how I became a Clippers fan. Cause them Lob City days were amazing. Yeah. That's how I'm a Clippers fan.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go between Dwight and AD. Even though I didn't really see Dwight play either.
Well, would it help you? You know how AD played.
Yeah. So
if they're going based off of the fact when he was at the Lakers and Howard with Orlando and Garnett with Minnesota Timberwolves, they're saying those are their prime. Because for me, AD's prime when he was with the Pelicans.
But yeah, this both has current AD, so
you know.
But I'm gonna start.
Check the stats. I'm gonna start AD and Garnett, and you'll see that Garnett had better stats than Howard did.
Yeah, I'm gonna start AD and cut or bench Dwight, because that in today's NBA you kind of need to be a shooter, a center that can shoot to be great. Because how many centers in the NBA right now that's top tier and can't shoot threes?
You know, the other night I watched Milwaukee and against the Nets, and they talked about how I can't even pronounce his name, but you know who I'm talking about, Giannis. hit 4 3-pointers. He was 4 for 12. 4 for 50 before then probably. But he hit them 3-pointers, and it opened up his ability to still Euro step right to the hoop and dunk whenever he needed to. Because now you got to be scared of him being able to shoot the 3 and leaving your post the guard on this side to come outside. Then he run past you and go in there and dunk. So, yes, you want your center to be able to shoot. So, do I want my center shooting threes? Not necessarily. But, I want them to put some fear in some people that, hey, I can shoot that 18-footer, that 20-footer, I can throw that 15-footer with no problem, and put some pressure on somebody, And if you double or triple team me, I'm going to drop it out to the man in the back and let him bury it on you. Wow. So what'd you see stat-wise?
Stat-wise, Kevin, Dwight Howard got way more
That's
games
Howard
played.
Versus Anthony Davis, though. I said.
Oh, you said versus KG?
Check Garnett.
Compared to who?
Garnett and Dwight. Yeah. Boy, you really good with this computer.
All right, so their game's more. That's like the 300 game difference.
And that's but that's no big deal. But do they give you the rookie season? What's that? 1996.
So this one 1996 to 2016, and 2005 to 2021. They don't show their peak.
Okay.
Actually, well, never mind.
Because Garnett was in. I bet you. Do they have his overall point scoring for his career?
Garnett got 26,000. Dwight got 19,000.
Okay, and how about and I guess they don't have a season. How they go for minutes played?
Minutes played. Kevin Garnett got 2 more minutes than Dwight does. Yeah. Not really times 2, but
okay. How about playoffs appearances? How many playoff appearances? Do you have anything about playoff appearances, playoff minutes, playoff advances?
So, Kevin Garnett got 143 games played in the playoffs. Dwight Howard got 113.
See, just based off the stats that we're seeing, Garnett was a better player than Howard. And he's played longer, 1996, to when Howard came in, 2005?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, he came in at the age of 18 or 17, something like that. He was right out of high school. Ooh.
So we got Jimmy Butler again, Bradley Beal, and Paul George.
Bradley Beal, I'm a homer. Brother, I'm going to be honest with you. You have been nothing but balls out going for it since they got rid of Walls. And I'm proud of you. But overall, I'm going to have to take
Paul George
to start.
EG13.
And Jimmy Butler at his peak, I'm gonna give him.
But it don't see at the peak like that. It got them in their current jersey, so we're gonna go based off currently, as of right now.
Okay, then Jimmy Butler, I'm sorry, you getting cut again. Youth gonna surpass you. I'm going with Bradley Beal, and I'm sure if I looked at the stats, your stats will probably outdo Bradley Beal's because you've been in the league longer. But I just feel like for me needing somebody who's gonna keep that energy, stay healthy, I'm gonna go with Bradley Beal as coming off the bench.
Well, Jimmy Butler keep the energy. If you mean like keeping the team hype, Jimmy Butler got the energy, but I'm starting Paul George, benching, but now I don't think Bradley Beal and Paul George can honestly be switched because Paul George chokes in the playoffs. Bradley Beal never. But he barely goes to playoffs.
Yeah, he has. I don't think he's been in playoffs, but maybe one. No, I think it was no, I don't even think he's been in playoffs.
I'm sure he had at least one playoffs appearance.
You could check it, but I don't think there's been a playoff appearance with him.
You want to put money on this?
No.
We have to see a bet money on a lot of things around here. Let me see. Do show playoff appearance. I'm pretty sure it shows at bottom achievements. Probably not. This guy's not really an achievement to make the playoffs. I'm stupid. Playoffs. So he made the playoffs 4 times.
Yes?
Yes. 2018, 2017, 2018, 2016, 2017. He made it 4 seasons in a row.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Well, actually, no, two,
Wow,
not
the
4
Wizards
seasons.
actually was doing something back then.
Yep.
Okay.
So he made playoffs 4 times.
And I really didn't realize he had been in the league that long now.
Let me see. How long has he been?
When
in
did he
the
come
league?
in?
He came in 2012, so that is 2012 to 2021.
So he went to the playoffs the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th.
So he went to the playoffs in 2013, 2014, the year after his rookie season. That's when.
That's pretty good for somebody pretty much coming after his rookie year. You know, 4 years in the playoffs. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so
You almost pulled LeBron James, bro.
don't disrespect LeBron James. That is disrespectful. That is disrespectful.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. Paul George and Bradley Beal can kind of be flipped, and Jimmy Butler getting cut, beyond a doubt. All love to you though. Respect to you for carrying the Heat to the finals. Oh yeah. See, I don't know about any of this.
You don't know about Parker. He played for the San Antonio Spurs.
I mean, like I said, I didn't truly watch basketball. I was just watching.
You know about
Gilbert Arenas.
Who played with Washington Wizards. Even though I still feel like Gilbert was okay, but I'm gonna make Parker my starter, and I'm gonna bring Gilbert off the bench.
And cut Rondo.
But Rondo, you know what? That's a hard one for me because, like I said, I would make Parker my starter. Rondo and Gilbert are both they're interchangeable if you ask me. Even though Rondo has a couple of championships, and I think the jersey he has on when he was with the Celtics, yeah, because he made them dominant back then as a passer and stuff like that. You know, so maybe I'm going to disrespect my homer and I'm going to put Gilbert on the bench. I mean, on the cutting board, and I'm going to take Rondo.
Rondo off the bench or start him
as a off the bench.
So you starting you pretty much order's already in. Starting Parker, benching.
Yep. Parker was a beast when he played.
Ooh, this one is different.
One player.
Start one player. Start one, bench one, cut 2 players. Without a doubt, I'm sorry. Giannis is getting cut. This is the easiest race ever. Giannis cut that fast. He's a great player in the regular season, but he still has to find a way to defeat that wall that the Toronto Raptors built around him in the 2019 playoffs.
You're not gonna get an argument out of me. It says start one player. LeBron, you're the starter. Bench one player.
KD.
Well, for me, it wouldn't be KD. It would be Leonard. You know.
Ooh,
I know you're a homer for that dude, man. You're a Clippers fan. When he was with Toronto, you liked him, you know. But I gotta start. You know. It says cut 2 players though. It says start.
Yeah. So
bench cut 2.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, well, 2 getting cut are the last 2. The Clipper dude, you know, that you love, and Giannis. They, you know, Kawhi, see you later, man. Kevin and Bron. Okay.
Yeah, I got that.
Bron, you start. Kevin, you coming off the bench.
Because these are the top 2 players in the NBA right now. Yeah, LeBron hurt, but at the end of the day, he's still the best player in the NBA. With Kevin Durant being the second best. So, that's easier than I thought it would be.
Now, honestly, if you're telling me to go with how they're playing now, KD will probably be Kawhi will probably be my starter, you know, and I would probably bring KD off the bench and cut LeBron and what's the name, only because LeBron's been showing a lot of injuries as of late. If you're talking about right now, and even Kevin, I mean, who came back from Achilles tear, has been playing lights out. That's why I said I would bring him off the bench.
And as a Clippers fan, I'm starting Kevin Durant. I'm sorry. So if you're doing right now, like even though for the last one you was doing like as in 2020 season, I feel like doing like career wise with these players. But if you're doing it right now, I'm starting Kevin Durant, benching Kawhi Leonard, cutting LeBron James and Giannis.
So you agree with me in a sense then?
Yes,
okay.
It's like stuff like that.
If it was like a career decision right now.
So yeah, like right now in 2020 season,
I feel like Kevin Durant still has more upsized play than James right now. Even though James is a freaking GOAT.
The GOAT.
Michael Jordan will always be the GOAT. You know, LeBron
is Skip Bayless.
The GOAT of his time right now. You know, Don't make me mad, man. I might make Kobe over top of Braun. So I'm just telling you, man. I bring Black Mamba out of me, boy. Don't get me going. Nah, let me stop. Let me stop. But we agree on the sense of we're talking right now. KD would probably be my starter, and I would have to bring Leonard off the bench.
Yeah.
I just feel like the energy. Oh my Lord.
It's another
Oh
good.
my Lord.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wade, loved you when you played, bruh, but you ain't got nothing on Kawhi. And you damn sure enough I got nothing on Curry. Curry will be my starter, and Kawhi will be off my bench. You'll be cut Wade.
The thing about Kawhi in his prime, like they got the Raptors jersey in this picture. The Raptors was only 1 year. Now it's a freaking major that he took the Raptors to the finals in like 1 year and won with them. But
before he was with the Raptors, he was the Spurs, and he played wonderful for the Spurs.
Yeah, but he was getting outshined by their stars. It's Tony Parker. What's that powerful name? Tim Duncan. I'm sorry, that's disrespectful. Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili. He was getting like outshined by them. When D Wade, he was always the star till LeBron came. When Shaq was there, he was the star. When LeBron came, he was the backup. But
he became a role player.
Yeah,
a role player.
Pretty much everybody that like LeBron had became a role player. But I'm starting Curry, benching D Wade, and cutting Kawhi. Like I said, it's his achievement of being
we'll put him up there in front of Kawhi. Okay.
No, I'm talking like Kawhi achievement of taking the Raptors to the finals and winning is amazing. But you gotta keep in mind that the Warriors was injured. KD was hurt. If I'm not mistaken, Klay Thompson was hurt. I think Curry was the only one in there.
He's still an exciting player. He's still a player to watch. He could have 0 points in the first quarter and then put up 15 points in the second quarter, and then you feel like that about Dwayne too.
Curry.
Well, no, that's why I would say Curry be my starter.
Okay.
He'd be my starter, but I mean, we was talking about as far as cutting and benching too, because of Dwayne's overall accolades as a basketball star, period, his time that he's put in, I can give him the props. But I'm like, when he had Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, and it was LeBron James, and it was Ray Allen. When he, and I think he won a championship with
Shaq.
With Shaq.
Yeah.
But LeBron wasn't there when Shaq was there, and he got that championship. So you know what? I would have to keep him and get rid of Kawhi too.
Yeah,
I would bring him off the bench. Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, easy.
My starter is going to be Magic Johnson.
Magic, Steph, and Isaiah Thomas getting cut.
Okay.
That was easy. You don't have to explain Dewey. No. Greatest point guard here, second greatest point guard here, and like a top point guard. Not three, but the top point guard here.
Yeah. And they all have championships, so like you can't go by championships. That's what they're going certain.
This one too. This one easy too. That's Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, and Giannis. Kevin Durant starting, Kawhi getting benched, and Giannis cut. These some difficult ones. Okay, this sounds interesting. These are current players: Donovan Mitchell, Pascal Siakam, and Brandon Ingram. I'm cutting Pascal Siakam. He's been trash lately. Like everybody thought Pascal Siakam.
I thought he was gonna blow up after they won that championship because he was really a beast.
Everybody thought he was the one. Like Kawhi gone. Okay, we got Pascal.
Yeah,
but he's been.
But Donovan Mitchell's gonna be my starter. He has shown me for a young brother to come into the league to go to Utah that I didn't even know who he was. The boy has just blossomed.
Yeah, they got the best record
right now. I hate it. I just and Brandon Ingram, straight from college, his 1 year college, has come in and been lights out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give. He's been consistent. Siakam was not consistent. He was consistent in that championship run, and I have not seen or heard much about him.
Well, he has had some good games after like last season and this season, but compared to Donovan Mitchell and Brandon Ingram, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. So since Ingram is getting outshined by Zion right now, I see Ingram and Zion as Kobe and Penny. Like
tag team back again. They gonna whoop. There it is.
Yeah, so I kind of think that even though Brandon Ingram gets some action, I think he's kind of mad that Zion, which is like Shaq, is outshining him
right now. I agree. So, I agree.
I'm benching Ingram.
And I think ultimately what will end up happening is he'll probably end up trading somewhere where he can try to be the shine. You know. Come on, one more.
I wonder if these people like this is 1 year ago. I wonder if they answer change. Because last year they were saying Pascal, cut Mitchell. Probably changed. All right, we got one more.
Let's see if we can find it.
This is like shooter. I'm gonna guess by the jersey number. This is like Klay Thompson, Klay Thompson, Ray Allen, and
Reggie Miller.
Yep. So these are shooters. That's right.
Well, let's face it. Splash Brother,
Klay Thompson.
You had a wonderful, wonderful run while you was running with Curry early, but I got to give it to Reggie as a starter, and I'm going to give it to Ray off the bench, and I'm going to have to let you go, Splash Brother. I just think overall those guys' energy was just bam, you knew for a fact.
The man who scored 60 points off of like 11 dribbles, you're cutting him?
Man, that was what? One game? One game?
You ever had like more great games? Oh my God, you tripping.
One game?
I'm starting.
He got back-to-back injuries. And the season hadn't even started, and he got back-to-back injuries. You know, he has not been able to do anything since. When KD came to the Warriors, where was Klay at? They wasn't even talking about the Splash Brothers anymore. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Klay.
Okay. Bet when LeBron James and Dwayne was on the Miami Heat, where was Ray Allen? They was not even talking about Ray Allen anymore, huh? Into the finals when he hit that shot.
Hit the three.
Okay,
when he hit the three.
Had Klay Thompson never hit clutch shots for the Warriors?
I don't know. This your generation, not mine.
He has. That's compare to Klay Thompson and Reggie Miller because that Klay Thompson is.
Hey, this is my opinion. You take who you want to start cutting and bench. You know, I'm benching.
I know.
I'm benching the young boy.
I got to defend myself. Tell you why Reggie Miller is getting benched.
I'm benching the young boy.
So Reggie Miller has a lot of more games played to him. But at the end of the day, I'm taking Klay Thompson simply because he's a better scorer, and that's about it.
Because he's a better scorer.
Yes. If my team has good defenders, but Klay Thompson is actually good defender. He's a good defender, believe it or not. But he's definitely a better scorer. If my team already has good defenders on it, just give me Klay Thompson, man. This man shooting lights out all the time. Can we look at career highs?
Let's look at the field goal percentage. Remember, Reggie played longer than him, but let's look at the field goal percentage.
Okay, field goal percentage.
Field goal percentage for.
So overall field goal percentage for Reggie Miller is
Reggie's better. Okay, let's look at what else was they doing? What else can we look at? Let's look at their achievements. Who has what? Who has the better achievements?
You sure we do that? You saw who won 3 finals? Klay Thompson. How many has Reggie won? I know finals is everything. Hold on. Maybe I gotta do it individually.
You told me that finals ain't everything. Rings ain't everything.
Yeah, but
I want to know.
I think that's for like if you didn't like really like if you're like a bench player, if you're a key player.
Who has more All-Star appearances?
All-Star Klay Thompson only has 5 championships. He has 3, so 5 All-Star, 3 championships. Let's see what Reggie Miller working with. He's working with 5 All-Stars and no championships.
But how many MVP awards shares or awarded? Has Klay Thompson been awarded any MVPs?
No. Do you know who this man is in the league with? Hold on, let me see.
What's the 3-point percentages for the two?
Let me see. What years was this man in the league? Hold on. He was in the league from.
I forget who the other player was. Was the other player Ray Allen?
Yeah, Ray Allen. So without a doubt, I'm starting Klay Thompson.
You cutting Ray Allen to sound like to me.
No, I'm starting Klay Thompson. I'm benching Ray Allen. Oh, I got a kid from the Chester Cop. I didn't put you long. Starting Klay Thompson, cutting Reggie Miller.
Ooh, you sound like a hater on the Reggie.
Cutting, I don't care.
You sound like a hater on the Reggie.
Cutting Reggie.
You must not have seen the shot he put up to ice the game, baby.
So let's see.
Then looked over at Spike Lee and went.
So this guy said Reggie and Ray Allen proved that they can lead their team by themselves, such as Ray Allen leading Milwaukee to the Eastern Conference Finals and Reggie leading Indiana to finals. Okay, that's a valid point. That's a valid point. So I kind of think that this do peer who's on the team with these players. Like if we got nobody's on the team, I'm gonna switch it around. But if we got all stars, give me Klay Thompson.
I'm put it like this. My last shot between the three of them, I'm gonna give it to Reggie. I'm gonna have Reggie take the shot. I like Klay, but I'm gonna have Reggie take the shot. I'm telling you now, that just tells me I feel like Reggie is a better player than Ray Allen is. I could be wrong. You know,
wow.
I ain't got no problem with that. I'm just an old school bruh. Homer. Just looking out for the East Coast.
What I say for this video, man. I might do another NBA video soon. Don't know what kind. I might do some more Star bench cuts. I'm pretty sure he got some more on this thread somewhere. Like this, Magic, Kareem, and Kobe. So I'm pretty sure he got some more. AD, Joel, and what's this man name? Jokovic, MVP. Yeah. So he got some more good ones on here. So we probably gonna do the next video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter right here, Big Dog J. Link always down in the description. Other than that, I'm out.
Yo. Notice we ain't seen nothing with Michael Jordan in there, did we?
Actually,
we saw all these players like Magic Johnson. We ain't see nobody with Larry Bird in it. We ain't see no with Harding in it. You know, so we ain't see no with Blake Griffin. These are people that he really loves. You know, so come on.
I actually saw one that had like MJ. It was like MJ, LeBron, and somebody else. Let me look up. Let me just say. Where'd it go? Maybe they deleted the post, or maybe I just gotta.
It's all good.
I'm fine. Start.
It's all good. We got your content in. Signing off. She's a runner. She's a track star.
I can't find it. Oh wait, well. Okay, there we go. They go right here. So we got 1996 MJ when he won the finals. 2013 LeBron James MVP season. 2016 Steph Curry MVP season. Star bench cut.
Michael Jordan would be my starter. LeBron James would be my come off the bench player. And Curry, I mean, he's a great shooter, but I'm gonna take LeBron over you.
Yeah, because Curry kind of did bad in that. Like he had a great season in regular season, but in the playoffs he did bad this season. Not really bad, but
I think if I was picking a pickup game, I would probably still take LeBron over Curry, even though Curry's a pure shooter. Just a natural pure shooter.
Here go another one. Michael. So we're not gonna worry about the years. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kevin Durant.
Without a doubt, I'm still taking Michael Jordan.
That's obvious.
And I'm going to take Larry Bird off the bench. Ooh. And I know KD is a better shooter, but I gotta go with what I like. You know.
I gotta cut Larry Bird. Kevin Durant, I'm sorry, man. This man is.
Notice that's
1986.
86 for Larry Bird, so he was still young then. I mean, hell, I was a senior in high school, so you know.
There's some NFL ones too. But yeah, I'm starting MJ.
Go down one. That was Muggsy Bogues. Go down. That was, and these are the battle of the short people. That's Muggsy Bogues, Spud Webb, and Michael Adams. I'm taking Muggsy Bogues as my starter, and I'm going to take Spud Webb off the bench and Michael Adams. I'm sorry. I know you was an ex-Wizards fan, but I got to let you go. I'm out of here.
All right, like the video. Be prepared for another one coming soon. I'm out.